Here is the review of Mastermind Creations Ultio, which is their take on an IDW Senator Ratbat. Now, but before we get into the review, for some of you G1 fans who grew up with the Transformers Generation 1 cartoon, y'all may be looking at this and saying to yourself, wait a second, that's not the Ratbat I'm used to, cause I'm used to Ratbat turning into a cassette tape player and in a bat mode. Well, this is, of course, IDW, but this is him as a senator before he became the little cassette tape player. And I have some pictures to show you from the 4-issue IDW miniseries called Megatron Origins, because this is him before he became the little cassette tape player. But onto the figure here. Oh, and this figure does have a robot mode instead of the bat mode. Even in the IDW comics, he had a normal robot mode, but before he became the little bat. But onto the figure here. So, as you can see, Ratbat is what is called a jet mode. And it looks really cool. Now, there is a repaint of this figure, and it's called Vexopromenon, which is their take on Batman. And that figure is, of course, all black because Batman is all black. And it's like supposed to represent like the Batwing mode. And this here looks exactly like that, because this is a, well, I think that Vexopromenon came out first, then this figure, or this figure came out first, and then Vexopromenon came out second. for the vehicle mode, it looks really cool. And it is, well, it does have a lot of purple on it. And I will have to, like, scooch the camera back some so y'all can see. And it looks really cool. And getting a closer look, you can see it has a nice, like, pink translucent cockpit here. And some painted in front, like, windows here. Well, this one here on mine does have like a little scratch on it, which is a bummer. And it does have some pink here. On both sides. And some black here. And some black lining here on these things here. And some black, like, tail fins here. And you do have some purple here, which is like a darker purple here. And you do have some silver here. And on these things too. And some more of that, like, well, this one is like a lighter purple. I think it is a lighter purple. But you do have some gold here. And also some gold paint on these, like, thrusters here. And some more of that darker purple on the back and on the wings here. And on the front, you got some gold here. And all around, it looks like a really nice vehicle mode. Now, he does have some features in him, and that is on the bottom. Oh, and you could see he does have a visible head underneath here. And you can like turn it around so it's not peeking out from below, if you want to. But for the features, you can retract the landing gears here, because they do fold up and fold down. And also, these wings, you can move them out to have it like a, well, to have it like it's flying. And that's about it. It looks really cool. So I think it's now time to transform him. Well, I need to scooch the camera back some. And I need to raise it up. So to get him transformed, you first want to take these here and untap them. And bring them up until they tap into place. And you also want to bring out these wings. Now you want to take this piece here and untap it. Oh. Well, don't make these pop off. These just popped off. They didn't break. They just popped off. There we go. So just untap this and flip it up. And the way this taps in is these holes here goes into these tabs here. So you just want to bring this back. And on the sides here, well, I'm going to go ahead and remove these wings here. Because these do remove. And there is something else that you can do with these, but we'll get to that in robot mode. But I'm going to go ahead and remove these. And you can still transform him with these on, but I'm going to go ahead and remove them. Okay. You do want to take these here on both sides and wiggle them out, but you do also need to untap them from the foot here. And extend them out. And the way the foot taps in is that little purple tab goes into that hole right there. And then you do the same on the other side. And then you want to take these and rotate them down and fold these down. And on the inside of this piece here, you do want to take these and flip these out. And for the front, you do want to untap the front here and bring these up and rotate them so they look like this. Then take the cockpit here and flip it up. And the cockpit does tap into these holes and these clear tabs here. Now you do want to separate the front here. But you do need to like get these out of the way. And also this tab goes into that hole right there. So once this part and these two are untabbed, you now want to bring out the leg here when this little hook tab goes into that hole right there. And you can also like well, bring it down to about here so that way you can fold down this piece, so that way you can take this and rotate it back around. And then bring down what will become his knee, and it will tap into place. If y'all have already heard it. It's just like a light tab. Then you want to take these things, flip these in, and right underneath these things is where the legs are tapped in. So you do want to get these things untapped from the legs here. So you can bring them down. And you can see this hole is where this hole is where that little tab goes into. And then you do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay, so now that we got the legs all done, we now want to bring these back up so we can deal with his feet. So to do his feet, you want to take his toes, point them down, and then bring up the entire foot up. and I will have to position it. I was just trying to position it so that it's straight. But once you got the foot all the way down, you now want to take his heel and bring it around so it looks like that. And that's how you get his feet all done. And there's his feet all done. And now let me get his legs straightened out. Now for the cockpit here, you do want to leave this up because you do need to untap it from these two holes, from these two pegs, and bring it down so it looks like this. And this will allow you to take these two things and you do want to bring them out, but you do need to get his legs out of the way so that way these can fold out. So it looks like that. And you also want to rotate his waist around. So now we have the lower body all done. Now for the upper body. What we're going to do with the upper body is underneath these things is his arms here. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull these out, strain his elbows, so that way we can bring them down all the way. And now we're going to take the landing gears and fold them this way. And then we're going to rotate his elbows, and now we're going to take these things here and fold them down. So they look like this. And you do want to bring these down. And that's an arm all done. And then you do the same on the other side. So now we got the arms all done. And you do need to make sure that this is all the way down and this is folded up. So now for his head, we do need to take these and fold them in to about here. Because there's a reason why you need to do that. But you do need to take his chest and untap it and fold it down. Now you're going to take this entire piece here, which is connected by his head, and bring it all the way down. And you will also have to get his arms out of the way. And that will reveal his head. And now you're going to fold up the back piece until it all tabs in. And these things are going to fold in inside these little holes here to help fill it in. And now you can close back up his chest. Now you're going to take this thing here and push it down until it looks like this. Just like that. And finally, you're gonna take this cockpit section here and fold it all the way up so it looks like that. And you're all done. Oh, and you can attach these. Well, I'm going to go ahead and leave these off because, like I said, there is something you can do with these. And he looks really cool, and he looks exactly like what he did in the comics. And I don't think I have any issues with it so far. And his head sculpt is also very comic book accurate. because you can see he does have some yellow in his eyes here, and he does have some yellow here, and some gold on the sides here. Some gold on his chest. Some more like lighter or darker purple on him. Gold on his knee pads. Some silver on his feet. And his arms. He does have some gold lining on his arms here. I'm just checking to make sure that I didn't forget anything. And I didn't. But yeah, overall, he looks really cool. And he doesn't like have a lot of backpack kibble, well, except for this thing here, which was the cockpit for the vehicle mode. Oh, and he does have some silver here. And there's like not much else to it other than it looks like IDW Ratbat as a senator, because this is Senator Ratbat. And for articulation, head is on a ball joint. Arms are on a ball joint. They can move in and out. Biceps swivel. Double jointed elbows. Ball joint at the hands. And his fingers can move. And he does have a trigger finger here. Oh, okay. His waist does swivel, but you have to like move this down to have his waist move. Because this thing is connected to his waist. and the front skirts can move up, and the side skirts can also move, and they're on ball joints. Legs can go forward, back, in and out. Thigh swivel. He does have a double jointed knee, which are these two. And his feet are on a ball joint here, and the toes are on a ball joint. You can see right there. And that's it. And as for these things here, you can have him hold them as swords if you want to. But another thing about these is these gold things, you can fold them out, and these do remove. And you just have to, like, wiggle them to get them out. But you can remove both of these here. I'm only going to do it on one side only. But you can remove them from these holes to these pegs. And you can also have him hold these on the bottom of his hands. Or you can hold them from the top of his hands. Like this. However you want to have him hold them. But you can have him hold them as like Wolverine claws. But I'm going to go ahead and reattach these back on. And of course, like with all the other Mastermind Creations, collector's card with the stats on the back. And he does come with some instructions. But the problem with this one is that you can see there's no comic book. So I'm guessing they stopped making the comic books. I think that's what they did. So that's about it for Senator Ratbat. Now, but before we end this video, if you remembered what I said in the very beginning, where some of y'all are like, I don't remember Ratbat having a robot mode. He's supposed to be like a bat creature. Well, like I told y'all, this is him before he became the bat creature for Soundwave. And I'm going to show you some pictures from Megatron Origins. Here it is. First, I gotta get him out of the way. Here's a picture right here. That's Ratbat right there, as a senator before he became the bat creature. And you could see the resemblance here. But if I flip to another page where it shows him being turned into the little bat creature for Soundwave, which I'm going to do that real quick. And it's right here. If I bring the camera up, you can see right here, Soundwave has his gun pointing at Ratbat, and he shot him here. And Soundwave is like taking his spark out of him and putting it in on a cassette tape player. And that's when he became the little bat creature for Soundwave to fit inside his chest. So now let me get Ratbat back in so we can wrap this video up. So, final thoughts. I really like him in both modes. And it really does capture his design in the comics. Oh, and he does make more appearances in Robots in Disguise, the IDW comics, not the 2001 or the 2015 cartoons. As a senator, not the bat creature. But like I said about Ultio here, he looks really great in both modes. And I don't think I have any problems with it. So, I think that's about it. So, there you have it. Mastermind Creations Ultio. Their take on an IDW Senator Ratbat. And if you like this video, give me a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you want to check out some other videos you may have missed, there is a playlist set up on my YouTube channel. So I think that's about it. So thanks for watching.